Hello and welcome to another episode of VibesBets. It is Tuesday, January 30th. We've almost made it to February. You know what that means, Super Bowl. But on today's show, we will be recapping the conference championship football weekend that was, and it was an incredible one. Two really good games. Couldn't ask for much more. Unfortunately, I think we've got the right matchup in the Super Bowl, 49ers Chiefs. I think it'll provide the best game for the viewers. We'll also be going over today's NBA, college basketball, NHL slate. And if you haven't been following my Twitter for picks, on days I don't release videos, I'm dropping picks on there. I'm also dropping extra NBA prop bets every single day, oftentimes plus money, and we are hitting at a pretty solid rate there. Go follow me on the Twitter. The link will be in the description as always. But let's get into the recap. We luckily are seeing the result of the games real well right now. In the first one, Chiefs, we had them Chiefs plus 4.5, and I talked about the money line. They ended up winning outright, 17-10 in Baltimore. Lamar looked like he was pressing quite a bit. Chiefs looked like a team that had been there before. And the Chiefs defense is really solid, not getting nearly enough credit. I really like what I'm seeing out of that Chiefs. And Chiefs are slight dogs again in the Super Bowl, so we might just have to make it 3 in a row Chiefs dogs picks. But that's for another time, not today's video. That'll be later. We've got a couple weeks until the Super Bowl. A little Palm Springs trip in between. Might get a vlog, might not. We'll see how that goes. Let's move. In that game we had the Travis Kelce touchdown we hit. And I'm reading the game well, but I'm not reading the props well. I can tell you that. Tough weekend for the props, you guys. Harrison Butker did not go over the kicking points, and Justin Watson was ended up being a couple yards shy thanks to a negative reception after a long one like I predicted. But we hit our touchdown, hit our Chiefs plus 4.5, money line, all the goods. We move on. 49ers Lions, that was one heck of a game. Lions storm out to a 24-7 lead at half. The 49ers team total over 30.5 that we had did not look good. Things turned around in the second half. 49ers ended up winning, going over the 30.5. We cashed out the Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown, missed on the Kittle. He was not as involved in the passing game as I thought. Was definitely more of a force in the run game, though, I'll tell you that much. Just heartbreaking for the Lions. You can't, all those people who are faulting Dan Campbell, you can't really. That was his identity. They've been doing it all year. They've been going for fourth. They've been not kicking. So if you're going to change up on him now, since it's got him this far, I don't think that's fair. Granted, I personally would have kicked a couple of the field goals. Keep the momentum on your side. Extend it to 2 possession leads or tie the game, whatever the scenario was. But you can't fault Dan Campbell for doing what he's been doing all season, and it made him this far. So, props, bad weekend of props, like I told you, will be better for the Super Bowl. I can guarantee you that. Overall, incredible weekend of football. We read the game scripts pretty well. And for all those people who are saying, oh, NFL's rigged this, NFL's rigged that, then just start betting on the teams they're rigging it for, and we know it's the Chiefs, all right? If that's how you really feel, I don't feel that way. I just think the Chiefs have been here before. They have that championship chemistry, and when things get into January and February, that's when they play their best ball. But if you genuinely believe that the NFL is rigged, bet on the Chiefs. That's who they're going to keep going with. So, but anyways, that's I'll get off my soapbox there. Let's move into today's picks. We got NBA, college basketball, NHL, and even a soccer pick for you guys. It's been a little while for the soccer. Smaller NBA slate today. We got 2 picks. Let's jump right into it. The first one is going to be the Lakers getting 5. I know they're off a back-to-back. Got smoked by Houston in Houston yesterday. They're in Atlanta. I just don't think Atlanta's very good, especially when they have Trae Young on the squad. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I think the dynamic of the team is more player focused instead of team focused when Trae Young's there. And I like the Lakers to maybe not win, but I think they keep it close. +5. on the road in a back-to-back. Tough spot, but I like the Lakers here. We're going to take the New York Knicks -4.5. I know they're also on a back-to-back. I know Julius Randle is hurt his shoulder a couple games ago. He's out. OG Anunoby was out last night. Not sure if he's playing tonight. Jazz are also off the back-to-back. So there's 0 days rest for both squads. I think the New York Knicks are the more complete team. Jazz, although they were hot for a little while and we rode them, they have now since cooled off. So we're going to fade them. As all good cappers do, we're going to go on the New York Knicks -4.5 at home. I like that spot for them. Let's move on. College basketball, we got 3 plays today. We're going to take Marquette +1.5. I know this is perhaps a trap line. On the road at Villanova, real tough squad, tough division game. Marquette's the better team, obviously. They're ranked as so. I know this is a trap line. I know, short home favorites in the division, but I really like this Marquette squad. I have since last year. I know they've changed slightly, but I like Shaka to get it done. They're probably if they cover, they're most likely going to win. So if you want the juice +110 on the money line, go ahead. But I'm going to take the +1.5 just in case of a close game. Let's move on. We're going to do VCU +4.5. We've been on these VCU Rams a couple times the last few games. They're on the road at St. Bonaventure. They did lose by 9 when they last played the Bonnies. But I think since then, that was a couple weeks ago now, and I think since then, the two teams have been going in opposite directions. Bonnies have slid a little, still playing solid, but slid a little. VCU's really, really rising into form right now, going back to their defensive hard-nosed mentality. I like them to keep this one close on the road here, +4.5 at the Bonnies. And finally, our last pick of the college slate. We're taking Seton Hall -10, going into DePaul. Real bad squad. They've already switched coaches. You would think that would ignite a little juice. It has not. And when they're losing big, and they're losing every night. So I like Seton Hall to cover the 10. I think they win by 15 to 20 in this one. DePaul is just depleted. Looking forward to next season, or really anything else, because they are a bad squad. I like Seton Hall -10 tonight. Moving on, we got the NHL. 2 games tonight, nothing crazy. We're going to be on one. We're going to be on our beloved Kraken. By the way, we're going to a Kraken game in late March, so maybe there'll be some footage or video of that. But anyways, without getting sidetracked, we're going to take the Kraken on the puck line, -1.5. For those who don't know, they need to win by 2 goals or more. But they go against the San Jose Sharks, who are the laughingstock of the NHL. This is really a comedic team. Like, they're real bad. I think the Kraken can get it done fairly easily. Hoping this is not a look-ahead spot. Hoping Kraken focus on this one, get the job done, win 3-0, pack it up, and we cash our ticket. So I like Kraken on the puck line tonight. And finally, we got a soccer bet for you guys. Premier League is finally back after some FA Cup action. I know that's probably gibberish to much of you. But for those who's not, the Premier League is back. A little midweek action. We're going to take Aston Villa on the money line. It is about -115, -120, depending where you get it at. They're at home with Newcastle coming to town. Aston Villa is trying to keep their top 4 spots so they can stay in the Champions League bracket. And Newcastle's near the bottom of the table. I just think Villa's been playing pretty well. I know Newcastle's on a little bit of a hot streak, but I think Aston Villa's just a much better, much stronger squad. I like them to get the job done today. Moneyline -120 in the Premier League. All right, you guys, let's go into a little recap of today in case you miss anything. Then we'll get you on out of here. We like NBA, Lakers +5, Knicks -4.5. College basketball, Marquette +1.5, VCU +4.5, and Seton Hall -10. In the NHL, we're playing Kraken on the puck line. And in soccer, we're taking Aston Villa money line. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll have more coverage, more video tomorrow. We'll maybe look ahead at the Super Bowl tomorrow. Please like, comment your favorite bet below. Subscribe. Really subscribe. It really helps me. Go ahead and follow the Twitter for extra prop bets and bets on the days that I'm not making videos. Without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a day.